Aye. Down by the Weaver. I'll just pan right a bit and tell where we are now, can't you? New cinema. Just been having a word with a guy on this boat here about Verdin and wherever you knew him. Telling me a few tales. Used to have a pint with him in the pub. It's a bit overgrown, but behind here used to be Manweb. And if I'm correct, I think this is where they generated DC electric before AC came in mains. When we moved in our house, we only had electric lights, no plugs were out. And that was just pre-war when my mum and dad got it. So we'll move on. There we are, just standing at the bottom of Wennington Hill. And this, as we were saying on the side, must be one of the most photographed places in Northwich. Especially this view here up towards Castle, how much has changed. Darren's put some good pictures up, so hopefully we can include them and show the progress and the way things change, you know. Just thinking how many photographers have stood here taking pictures. Tripod cameras and not proper shaky people like me. the shot you would have seen Joe Allman's old cottage there, which is a kid I had been in. Falling down it was. Trucks had out stuff outside. Just come across this road here, tell you what, take your life in your hands here. Limpid Christie couldn't have caught me then, just coming across there. Sorry state, innit? And we'll come round to yet another place that's been photographed and photographed. Would have been obviously full of the sportsman pub and the older photographs, the shops and building up that side. Looks like it was a grand old building at one time, the garage. Now locked tech in a bar and all sorts. Where you come for all your keys and high quality locks etc. now. Just there was a famous picture of the building on its side. That's where it was. Looking up there to where the old theatre was. Can't see much of it because of this tree now, but that's more or less the shot that you'd have got with that building on its side. I'm amazed it's still here. Oh, very nice flower display. Some of our green-fingered people will be able to tell us what they are. I'm ashamed to say I'm not a flowery. I know a couple, but that's about it. Dandelion and burdock and all them, you see. And daisies, buttercups, and all these exotic ones like the, you know, roses grow on you. Remember Norman Vaughan. That's an old advert, isn't it? Very nice, that, isn't it? And we are at the entrance to Verdin Park. as if you've never been. Oh dear. Becky Thump. What's on? You can always pause and read what's on there if you like. Save me hanging there, getting me arms aching. As you can see, the really well made wrought iron work here, probably blacksmith made that. It's not welded, as you can see, which is a good sign. It has been blacksmith made. Needs a bit of a tidy up. But, ooh, what's missing are the posts and the gate. They're away being renovated. And again, we've got some nice flowers on the other side. It's all new development there, some riverside something over it, it's gated properties and that. Obviously that's where the, I don't know which side it was, whether it was this side where that is, or the other side where the old theatre was, more than likely on the right, where that building is. And again, the nice fence, or railings, whatever you like to call. And for me, this is one of the jewels in the crown in Northwich, which is the parks, etc. Walk quite a steep walk, but you can get up there and the road goes up, of course. Not sure what that is. We might have a little meander up in a second or two just while we're here. You can't get too many shots that you used to in the old day off the top there of here, but this is where Luca's used to be, the garage, big garage there. We'll try and slip another picture in again. How they get away with them noisy exhausts, I don't know. Years ago they'd have pulled you up, get that sorted, and don't let me see you with it again. Little pathway goes round, threads its way round there and angles back up. That's the roadway climber, quite a steep. I've ridden up it a few years ago, might add. I'll have a look at this now. I'm afraid it's another grappling Nuts moment here. We'll have to wait for our gardeners to come in. They're probably going, don't you know what they are? Ah, of course they do. The red uns and yellow uns and orange ones. And it looks like a bit of modern art. What's this? It's got looks like somebody's leftovers out at the shed. I don't mean that in a derogatory manner. That's what it looks like to me. A bit of plywood and a few oil drums and a few combs. I don't know what its purpose is, unless it's just art. If the nippers have done it, well done. Probably better than I can do. This is around the other side. I don't know what you call it, perhaps someone will tell us it, impressionist or I don't know. Sculpturous wooders. Not being an artistic type of person. And I've got bits of cardboard and I think it's a war on waste is what it's all about, maybe. I don't know. All the insects are busy doing what they do. Got a pleasant little area. I never see anybody sat here. Don't think I've ever seen anybody sat on some benches here. Go and walk Castlewell proper, but I've decided I'll come up here. Oh, sorry, thought you were talking. I didn't hear you coming then. Morning, you alright? So, I thought I'd just take a little picture of you. As you start to wire up, you get the trees in the way, so you can't get the pictures you used to, you know. Whew. Oh. Panting more than normal. It's a good push up there. You see what I mean about getting a good picture. I think we might get one if we go a bit further right. I think they've kept it a bit clear so you can have a bit of a scan. I don't know what's happened to bench there, but I reckon we've had a few yobbles wrenching it out. Yeah, brainless morons. Wow. Probably doing morons a disservice. Coming up onto the next level now. I've got what's names here, you know, crampons and all sorts coming up here, climbing pickaxes and ropes and what have you. Only joking, of course, but that's what That's what it feels like. Oh, they've used the brains and kept a bit clear so we can have a peek. It's down towards Ayhurst Bridge and Navigation Road to the right of the clock tower there. You'll probably remember from the other video. Puffing and panting. Oh, look, a bench. I might just have to test it, see if it's safe. Oh. Again, society, anthropocentric. I'm just looking, there's a bin up yonder. I'll take it up in a minute and plonk it in. Right, now we can get a view that we're probably used to. Not quite as high as we can go yet, I don't think. We'll try and get a bit higher to get that shot, you know what I mean. Several paths come in. That one comes from the one that's along Castle Hill. The Doggy Poo one. And there's the other bin up there. Oh. Grab the bottle and we'll move up a bit. Just spotted this on my way to the bottle. I thought we'd get it in. Cedrus Atlantica. Okay. Well, I put my tongue on overdrive. Galuka, is it? Planted to commemorate Northwich winning the Civic Pride competition. I don't ever remember that. In 2000. Oh well, must have been on holiday. Whoever you are, I don't suppose you'd ever be on this site. Daytime ale. Oh, must have been sucked during daytime. Oh, that's a tree we just had the plaque on, and that's how much it's grown in 17 years. It must be one of them slow jobbies. Probably be around when we've gone off planet. Yeah, another one. Aye, as soon as they finish with it, open their arms and drop it where it is. You lazy good for nothing. You must have been dragged up. It's all down to parenting skills. From what I've seen, some of them have got no chance. Plenty of dog poo in there, and it should be in the other one. Well done for putting it in a bin, but the one you want's down there. I don't know how they survive the wind. They're really tall. Looking at they are. Nice little archway here, I think they're trying to develop. Get the effect there, can't you? We'll have a zoom walk through. Of course, in the old days this walkway this side wasn't there, which we'll see on the old photographs. Holy Trinity. They used to have plants upside, but they've probably been, you know, if I say euthanise, it'd probably be the right word, wouldn't it? A bit of wild stuff in there. Try not to get too much shake on this walkthrough. I think I need an inbuilt stabiliser going. A couple of tots of whiskey. It must be 10 years since I had a drink. Spirits that is, and or beer. Quite a nice place to live, as long as you don't get too much either from wrong sort. Nice use of curbstones. Go through over there, and that's where they have the fair, etc.
Not having a happy ending.
Sit. Sit down. Sit. Sit. Right.
This goes up to be honest, I don't know the name of the street. Top of Castle there, more or less where the Roman fort was, and back of the church, etc. Was a church on Castle Hill. A couple of dogs just come down and having a good old time running around here. I couldn't go. Have to go a bit, catch this greyhound. On the back here there's allotments. Still a few people growing their own stuff. Bridge over there that goes over at railway. Where that gate is there, that's the road coming up where we were down at Bottom End before. There's a novel idea. A sit-up bench in the park. Down there is the top of Winnington Hill and the infirmary's there. There's a children's playground behind me. There's only one kiddie on it, but I'll not bother filming it. As I said before, I don't know. Come round a bit further, yeah. Oh, you just see first bit coming in. It's a bit of a famous shot here. It's more or less where the brine baths was, which again will hopefully get the picture in. Get a bit closer to the monument in a minute. Another plaque. It's like it's ever seen to by the yachts. By public subscription. Again, shamefully I don't know what the guy did for the area, so there's something else to read up on. And there's our little hospital, which is a little gem. I hope we keep their hands off it. Very handy. Where my poor mum died. If you remember at the other end there, filming where the doggies were, but we're on Castle Hill Farm. Just that wagon come out just at the right moment. Down to the other end of there was where them dogs were running around. This is where it came out. I can't see a road name, but what have you? I think if you've mentioned dentists, and I was there up Winnington Hill. Winnington Hill, sorry. And this goes down to top of Castle Hill. And this is the old church, it's now flats, so I'm not going to dwell on that as people live there. And yet again, this is the modern idea of putting things in the bin. Finish with the contents and just put it down neatly. It's neat, isn't it? We now come out on top of the castle. That's where we came from. That's the new wall. Well, I say new. If you look at the old pictures, this wasn't there in them days, you know. That's Castle Hill. We'll be moving a bit further to the right in a minute, and we'll be able hopefully to take that to the angle of see was the Freemasons around. It's now some sort of consultants or them. I think that's there is more or less the shot that we'll be looking for. I'll zoom in a bit, then we can get a few different size for matching up. But I can imagine behind that lamp post, maybe to right a touch, was where them wenches were stood. A few plants in the way for now, but not what you can do, is there? And just to the right of the Freemasons. And we're not going up there today. We'll finish off these bits about the fort and what have you there, you know. What we'll be doing there up to the Iron Bridge and whatever. This is a little bit in here, I don't think it will be too intrusive. The old church. And you can see that's the new wall and walkway that went in, you know, so it's I think this is probably where steps up to where we were looking before, you know. Obviously there's a few houses up here. I'm not going to walk, I'm not sure. Don't want to. Now then we're doing better. I think this is where we were. Obviously you couldn't see it because of the trees, you know. That's called Castle Cliff. So I should imagine them lasses would have been stood about where them trees are. Aye. We're about halfway downhill now, so remember putting that in. We moved a bit, about 3/4 of the way down, or 1/4 of the way up. Remember those steps we were looking down when I was on about youth whatchamacallit. And went and collected the bottle just at the top there, and that's where we were. And down at the bottom there is where we started. Let's get a bit more, so we'll make sure we can get all the shots in. Yes. Bottom entrance to the church. I don't know why it's not open these days. You used to be able to go up there and climb up. No doubt it's keep the yobs out. More or less completes the filming for today. That's where we started at the bottom, and then we went up there, up the hill. Yeah, look at that, Lincoln Everest, I'll tell you. Crampons and everything. Up there. Puff, puff, pant, pant. Oh, still climbing. I'm on oxygen now. Look at that. Show off. Well, one last little bit, might as well get it over here. This pathway goes up back of the church and comes out Bessex, not Bessex. Anyway, top of the hill. Bit of a rugged palace at the top there, I believe.